Hi, and welcome to Crafts with Ash DIY and Decor. My name's Ashley, and I am so excited to share with you my Decorate With Me hot cocoa bar and gingerbread kitchen. If you've been following me, you know that I made a ton of gingerbread themed DIYs to go in my kitchen, so now it's time to put it all together and display everything I made. Plus, I'll be showing you some quick and easy DIYs to go on a peppermint themed hot cocoa bar. This video is also in participation with the Minis Challenge open playlist hosted by Crafted by CORIE. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit. First, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that little notification bell, and click the drop-down menu so you're notified anytime I upload a new video. I upload every Wednesday and Friday, and I share a lot of content that I know you're not going to want to miss. In fact, heading into the new year, we're going to be decorating my house in generic decor. We are going to be doing some room makeovers, organization, craft room organization. So there's going to be a lot of fun content coming up. All right, grab yourself a cup of hot chocolate or some eggnog, depending on where your head is at, and let's get started with these easy peppermint themed DIYs. For this first DIY, I'm going to start off with this glass coffee mug that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to use my hairdryer to go ahead and peel off the sticker on the bottom. Then, by using my nutmeg apple barrel paint, I'm going to give the inside of this glass 2 coats of that. And I am going to let each coat dry in between. So once my paint was completely dry, I'm going to take this ornament, this big bulb that I got from the Dollar Tree, but you can use styrofoam, really anything to go ahead and stuff in there. And I'm just going to hot glue it to the inside of my glass mug. Next, I'm going to take this Dollar Tree spackle or caulk, and I'm just going to start adding some whipped cream to the top of my glass. And I'm just going to follow the shape of the bulb until it's covered. Now, this tube of caulk actually needed a gun, so this was actually really hard to use, and I didn't realize that you had to actually squeeze it out from the bottom, so my hands were getting super tired. So what I ended up doing was taking a craft stick, and now I'm just kind of smooshing it all over. That way it went ahead and covered any holes or just kind of gave it better coverage. And then I went back and forth between squeezing more on and just spreading it all over until my bulb was completely covered. Now I'm just going to smooth it around so that way it looks like whipped cream. And now I'm going to take these mini candy canes, and these are real, and I'm just going to stick 2 on the side of my little hot cocoa display here. And I'm just going to I don't know, decorate the top of this and make it look super, super cute. So I am going to cut these down and make sure that they fit a little better. I think I even added some hot glue to give it some extra reinforcement in there. But I had a lot of fun decorating the top of this. I really love making these little faux beverages. So now I'm going to take these beads, and I'm only going to use the red ones, and these are the really teeny beads from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to sprinkle all of those beads along the top. Now, you do want to do this while the caulk is still wet. You do want to kind of move fast, although it does take a while for the caulk to dry. So I'm just spreading my beads all over to make it look like sprinkles. And I thought that added such a festive look. Now you can add the green beads on there too, but I'm going with the peppermint theme, so my whole coffee bar, which you'll see, is red and white. Okay, so now I'm going to take some leftover candy canes. I'm going to put them in a plastic bag and I'm just going to crush them so I can get some little peppermint pieces. And then I'm going to go ahead and put those on the top of my whipped cream. Real quick, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to my YouTube channel. If you're new, thank you so much for choosing to stop by today. I truly hope that you love what you see. And hey, stick around with me for a while by hitting that subscribe button. If you're returning, you already know I love you, I appreciate you, and I am so excited to share even more fun content coming up on my channel. All right, so next, I'm going to take these square beads that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I chose the yellow ones because I thought that they would be easier to paint. And now I'm just going to go ahead and paint each one with my white Waverly chalk paint. We're going to go ahead and make little faux marshmallows. Now at this point I only paint 4, but I do go back and actually decide to add more. And I did give this 2 coats, obviously drying in between. So then I'm going to add a little sparkle by spraying my adhesive spray on the marshmallows, and then I'm just turning it into some glitter that I already had in my pan. And now I'm just going to sprinkle some white glitter, and I really loved the look that this gave. It really actually did look like real marshmallows. In fact, when my grandma came over to visit, she saw this and was so impressed because she thought that they were real. So, of course, glitter is optional. Not everyone loves it, but I think for Christmas time, hey, the more sparkly, the better. So, after my marshmallows were dry, I'm just going to go ahead and stick those in my whipped cream. And like I said, I do go back and end up making more. And right now I'm just taking my paintbrush, and any of the sides that I missed painting because it was on the skewer, I am just touching up just to make sure that none of the yellow is showing. Next, I'm going to take this red and white baker's twine, and I'm just going to wrap it around the bottom of the lip, or like the top of the lip of the coffee mug. I'm going to wrap it around a few times. And I'm going to use some hot glue to tack it down every once in a while. And then I cut this decal from my Cricut, and it says "Have a cup of cheer." And of course you can use stickers, you can hand write this, you can use stencils, there's so many other alternatives to adding lettering. So I'm just going to go ahead and push this all down on the side of my cup. Next, I'm going to add a little twine bow to the side, and then to top it off, I'm going to add a little red gem that I had left over in my stash. And I thought that this faux peppermint mocha or hot chocolate with peppermint on it looked so cute. And you'll definitely be seeing these when I decorate my hot cocoa bar later on in this video. All right, this next super easy one, I'm going to take this rope that I got from the Dollar Tree, and when I saw this there, I knew exactly what I was going to do. So I'm going to take this rope, and then I'm going to take one of these styrofoam cones that I also got from the Dollar Tree, and very simply, I'm going to start at the bottom, and I'm going to hot glue one of the ends down, and then I'm just going to wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap all the way up my cone until it's completely covered. Now, I do end up making 2 of these. I'm just going to show you the one because it's pretty simple. I don't think you need to see me do do this twice, but I am using hot glue all around that first row there, and then after that I'm just gonna start wrapping, just using some hot glue here and there just to keep it down. But that is how simple this DIY is. So once I got towards the top, I am starting to add a lot more hot glue. And then I'm just going to basically glue the rope up to a point. And I am holding it down a little longer, as you can see, so that way the rope stays. Now, I did have enough rope on one of these packages to do 2 of these cones. So you're only going to need 1 package. So then I just cut off the end, and I'm just going to simply just keep winding it around and then hot glue it all down at the top. Now for a topper, I'm just going to use one of these sparkly styrofoam stars I had left over from the 4th of July. And I'm just going to simply hot glue it on the top of my little tree. I'm going to do that on both. And then, I got to add some glitter. So again, I'm going to go ahead and spray each one of my trees with the spray adhesive that I did get from the Dollar Tree, and I absolutely love using it. And then I'm just going to sprinkle some white glitter all over my trees to give it that little glisten. And that was it. That was how simple these little peppermint trees were. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love these too. These are perfect for a tiered tray. How cute are these? Love. All right, next super easy DIY. I got these jars from the Dollar Tree, and these are the ones that have like the spiral on the side. I'll show you in just a second. I think I show the camera. But basically, I took the lids off, and I am just painting the little tops there with red apple barrel paint, and I did give it a couple coats. Next, after that's dry, I'm just going to take my twine and wrap it around the bottom of that little topper there, and then cut it off, and I'm going to do that for both. And like I said, this was super easy. Next, I'm going to take the jar itself, and I'm going to wrap twine on the top, like underneath the lip part. I'm going to wrap it around several times and then cut it off and hot glue it down. And that's all I'm going to do to these jars, because once I put the candy inside, it's going to add some color. So I'm not going to do a lot of decoration on these because they'll be dressed up. And then I'm just going to go ahead and wrap my second one. And that was all there was to those little jars. All right, for my next peppermint theme or hot cocoa bar theme DIY, I'm going to take this little chalkboard easel, and I didn't really want the natural wood, so I'm just going to go through and paint all the natural wood with my red acrylic paint. After that's dry, I'm going to take this decal that I cut for my Cricut, and this is a little toppings menu. So it says toppings, sprinkles, marshmallows, peppermint, chocolate syrup, and whipped cream. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay that all out. Now, of course, you can handwrite this. I am just not good at handwriting. I just don't like my handwriting. So if I have a chance to use my Cricut, I'm going to, just because I hate my handwriting on DIYs. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this decal down. And then I also had a little picture of a coffee mug as well. So I'm going to add that too. But first I'm just going to go ahead and outline the perimeter of this little easel with this baker's twine. I'm just going to go all the way around. And I'm just going to use hot glue every once in a while to tack it down. Now right now I'm only adding hot glue to the four corners, but you'll see that I actually go through and add more glue on the sides. All right, and then finally I have the little coffee mug or hot cocoa mug decal. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that on, but then I realized I forgot to weed it first, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And then once that mug is on, that little DIY is complete, and we are ready to decorate the kitchen. Before we hop into decorating, I did just want to mention Crafted by CORIE, and like I said, I am part of her minis challenge today, and we had to create at least 3 minis, and the theme this Friday was anything goes, so that's why I decided to do my hot cocoa bar. But definitely check out Crafted by CORIE. She is so talented, she's funny, she's the sweetest. I will have the link to her channel below, as well as the playlist, so if you want to see even more inspiration, definitely watch your way through the playlist for a number of amazing DIYers. So now it's time to decorate the kitchen. And if you've been following me for a while, you know we're going with the gingerbread theme. So here's what we're working with. Again, I don't know if I'll use all of it, but we shall see. So the first area of my kitchen that I thought I'd decorate is this corner, and it is such a huge corner. I was so excited because I saw a lot of decorating potential. So I'm going to go ahead and do my tier tray first, and I got this tier tray from TJ Maxx, and I absolutely am in love with it because I thought that the colors were kind of reminiscent of a gingerbread theme. So now I'm just kind of playing around with the DIYs I made in my gingerbread tier tray video. I can have all of these videos linked down below. So I'm just going to go ahead and play with these little DIYs, move things around. That little mug there I got from Hobby Lobby. And then as well as those little gingerbread men, and they actually have clothespins on the back, so you can actually pin them to things. So you're just going to see me kind of play around with the things on my tray until I get it to look how I like.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe. And I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down and the storm is on its way. But as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we're perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me.
To the side of that, to kind of cover that outlet, I'm going to go ahead and put my gingerbread cookie faux cutting board there. And then I do have this Santa, but I am going to end up moving him in just a minute. Next, I have this cookie jar that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I thought he was so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. Now I have my Santa cookies Rae Dunn piece, so I'm going to go ahead and move out that big Santa and put the cookies over there. And then I have this cute Santa that also came from Hobby Lobby, so I'm going to put him in the corner. Now I have this Rae Dunn milk jug, and I'm going to put that to the side, but inside I'm actually going to put those little wooden spoons that I painted to look like gingerbread, and I did stuff it so that way these would stick up, and I thought that this was the perfect little display. I did put that spatula in there, but I ended up taking it out. So now I'm going to push that by our little cute Santa cookie jar. And look how cute that corner is. Now, it was a little busy, and my mom suggested to take the knives out, so I am going to go ahead and take that out. And I did add that Rae Dunn reindeer snacks container too. All right, moving over to my sink, I found this North Pole sign at Michael's, and it's like the city of North Pole, and I loved it. So I'm gonna put that on my windowsill. And then the gingerbread hand soap came from Dollar Tree. That Merry Christmas cookie cutter came from Hobby Lobby. I will be moving that, but these little gingerbread people also came from Hobby Lobby. Don't mind the mess we got going on in the backyard. We are still trying to put things away from moving. All right, so now I have these little shelves above the sink, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just make a display. So the gingerbread coffee mug up top came from Target. The Can't Catch Me is Rae Dunn. And then the middle little house display was a DIY. And so was that sign, Gingerbread Kisses and Christmas Wishes. And then so was this little cloche. And that side is done. I do end up sticking some candy canes in that Can't Catch Me mug. Next, this little family came from Hobby Lobby, and I loved it because it's a family of 3, just like us. And then I just went ahead and decorated the rest of that. You'll get a closer, slower look too. All right, moving on to this box. I am obsessed with this box. I got it from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to go ahead and put my gingerbread canister, my gumdrops canister. Those are both from Rae Dunn. And then I have this candy ball machine, my gumball machine. This came from Target Dollar Spot. And then I have these gingerbread cookies. They're actually shortbread cookies. They're not gingerbread. But I'm just going to go ahead and just fill this little jar with 2 packages of the cookies. And I thought this was so cute. All right, then I'm just going to go ahead and add that to my display. Now, my mom is on one side of the box, so if you see me sliding things over, she's helping me because this thing was so long, and I would have kept having to walk all the way around, so she just jumped on one side. Now, the giving plate is Rae Dunn. I actually got that online, so I'm going to stick that right in the middle. And then this little tin came right from the Dollar Tree, and on the top it says Save Santa Some Cookies, and I thought that that was so cute. So you're going to see we just switched. Now we're going to switch back. There we go. It was more proportional that way. All right, then I'm going to add this little gingerbread rolling pin. I believe that came from TJ Maxx or Home Goods. Now I have these Rae Dunn gingerbread bowls, so I'm going to stick those on the inside and then just add some little cookie cutters in the bowls. And then I have these little DIY candles that I made. So I'm going to stick one on each end. And next we have this little gingerbread house garland that I also created. So we're just going to go ahead and attach that to the top of the box. Now to the inside middle part of the box, I'm going to add this cute little gingerbread man, and I did get him from Hobby Lobby last year. Then I'm going to put my garland back up. And I thought this display box came out so adorable. Now I'm going to go ahead and put Santa on one side, although I do end up moving him. And then I'm going to put this gingerbread nutcracker on the other. So fun. I love this display. All right, now I'm moving on to that thrift flip that I actually built. I built this whole piece, and I'm so sorry there was no other way to record this without me being in it, so bear with me. But I'm just going to go ahead and hang this apron that I got from TJ Maxx, I believe, is part of the Martha Stewart line. I'm going to hang that. And this whole theme is baking in this display, so you're going to see a lot of baking items. So I'm just going to go ahead and let you watch me decorate this shelf display.
A sunny day, but it's cold outside. It tingles in my heart. Breathing air that clears my mind. I'm off for a good start. I hear those jingle bells, people singing about love. It feels like I'm a kid, like I'm forever young. And that's why I want to sing about the Christmas on its way. A reason to hang around and celebrate this day. Everyone's smiling and it's snowing. It's the time of year again. I'm happy you're here.
This is your friendly reminder that if you love what you see so far, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Not only does it really help my channel to grow, but it tells YouTube you love what you see and you want to see more. So smash that like button.
I share a laugh, it gives me joy that everyone's having a good time.
All right, moving over to my oven and my microwave. I'm going to put this sign that I got from the Dollar Tree over the oven, and then these salt and pepper shakers on either side. I got those years ago. I honestly don't remember where they came from, but hello, they're perfect for my kitchen. Then I'm going to go ahead and put this candle that I got from Five Below, and it smells so good. It's Gingerbread House, and I highly recommend their candles for sure. Then to the side, I'm going to take this little mailbox, and you can't see it, but it is gingerbread themed, and I'm just going to go ahead and put my little faux cookies in it, and that mailbox did come from Dollar Tree. Then on top of the oven, I'm going to put my spoon holder from Rae Dunn, and then these kitchen towels that match the apron from Martha Stewart. Now on the side of that, I have this little hook display, so I'm just going to go ahead and add a few things that I made and a few little accessories. Sorry about the shaky camera, it's just easier for me to hold it and do it. And I thought this came out so cute. All right, then moving on to the kitchen island. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe it off. There was a lot of glitter happening in this kitchen at this point. So after I had that all wiped off, I'm going to take this train that I DIY'd in one of my videos, and I'm going to go ahead and fill it with candy. I have some little Reese's, some little candy canes, and then I have some Grinch-themed chocolate kisses. Now, I definitely already regret this because my daughter keeps climbing up and stealing some candy, so I might have to find a different home for it. All right, next, above my refrigerator, I have this big empty space because we took a cabinet down because we had to fit our refrigerator. So I added this cute gingerbread girl from Hobby Lobby, and then the Santa with the gingerbread man is from At Home, and then the other Santa with the cocoa, it is from, I believe, TJ Maxx, and I just had to have them. They are so cute. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that little display to the top. Now I do have to paint and stuff back there because we just pulled the cabinet down, but I thought that this was a easy fix to hide that. All right, then to the side of that cabinet, I'm going to go ahead and hang this sign that I got from Michael's, and I absolutely love it. And it was a great combination of gingerbread and peppermint, so it brings the two together. And then on that little hook, I'm going to add the little Merry and Bright fake rolling pins that I made. Then I'm going to hang this sign that I got from Cracker Barrel. And yes, I know it's not centered. I will have to go back and move it.
But first, it's time to decorate the hot cocoa bar and use all those DIYs we made at the beginning.
Okay, so here is my coffee bar. It is brand new. Don't mind the mess on the sides. I'm still finishing up some decorating. But this is my brand new coffee bar. I have the two shelves, and I actually made these two shelves. I have videos of how I repurposed this piece right here and made those two shelves. This hook right here came from Hobby Lobby. And then this is the two-tiered tray that I've been talking about that I said that was in storage. I finally got it out. And then my Keurig. So that is what we are working with, and I am so excited to get started. So here's just a look. Oh my gosh, it looked like peppermint and candy canes threw up all over my table, but this is what we're working with today. So not sure if I'll use all of it. I have a lot, but I promise I'm gonna display it in a way that doesn't look like it's cluttered or it's a lot. Don't let this overwhelm you. It's just, yeah, no, it is what it is. All right, so let's get started.
And I'm going to start at the top. Now, these trees I got from Walmart, and I do have two of them, so I'm going to use these as my two end pieces, and I'm going to put one on either end on the top shelf. Then I got these little soup bowls or chili bowls. They are already done, so I'm going to add those. And then this canister that's also already done, right to the middle. And then I'm going to add this cute little Rae Dunn teapot to the other side. And I thought these colors look so good together. Then I'm going to add these little, they're supposed to be ornaments, and I got these from Target. They were a little pricey, but I had to have them because they fit perfectly into my hot cocoa bar. So I did get two different ones, and I'm just going to go ahead and put those on either side of the canister. Now moving down to the second shelf, I have these little candlesticks. These I did buy from Facebook Marketplace. So I'm going to go ahead and put those on the kind of the inside. And then I'm going to take my one peppermint mocha mug, and this was the mug that started it all, you guys. I bought this mug off of someone on Facebook Marketplace last year, had no idea what Rae Dunn was, and this is what happened a year later. So then I'm going to add my North Pole mug topper mug. Now that Santa came from Michael's, and he is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love him. He is in his pajamas. Oh, just so cute. Okay, so now I have this picture that I'm going to add. Of course, it's Rae Dunn. This cocoa bar sign actually came from Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to the middle. Then to go on top of that, I'm going to add this little cream and sugar set that say naughty and nice. And I thought they were so cute, and they are already done. And then these little trees were actually ornaments, and they were from Walmart, and I bought a bunch of them because I thought that they would be like the perfect little fillers. So I'm going to put those on either side. And then these little houses, I think it came from a local craft store near us, but it closed. And then it's a hot chocolate kind of day sign, came from Hobby Lobby a few years ago. And then I made that little sign for this video, but I lost the footage, but it was super easy to do. So I'm just going to add those on top. I love how this is looking. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and move some things around just because I felt like it needed more like of those trees up top. Now my daughter, she made me that little bead candy cane, and she goes, "This is for you, Mama, because I know you love crafting." So she's so cute, I had to add it. And then I just added some little picks. All right, now moving on to the table or the little coffee bar itself. I'm going to go ahead and add this runner that I got from Target Dollar Spot. And when I saw it, I thought it was perfect. And I did get it for this year. Now, I can't take my Keurig off because the cord was not long enough for me to like pick it up and put it on the floor. So if you're wondering why I'm fighting this, that's why. Because it just wasn't moving, wasn't going anywhere. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep fixing the runner until it's even on both sides. But I just loved this little runner because it's very lightweight and it's kind of shorter. So it's perfect. Then once I got it all even, I'm going to go ahead and stick my Keurig back on and my tiered tray. And now let's decorate the tiered tray. All right, so first, of course, the highlight, I'm going to put the Have a Cup of Cheer Faux Hot Cocoa on the top. And then I'm going to put this Rae Dunn Candy Cane Crew mug with some straws from Hobby Lobby in the back. Next, I'm going to add my little menu to the top. And I thought that this looks so good. Now here goes one of the trees right to the top back. And then to the bottom. And now we're going to go ahead and work on those jars. So I also bought these shakers from the Dollar Tree, and these have the holes inside. So to the jars, I'm going to add my favorite chocolate kisses. These are the hot chocolate kisses. They are so good. I highly recommend. So I'm going to add those to one of the jars. And then to the other jar, I'm going to add the candy cane chocolate kisses. Oh, and those are so good too. I am definitely a chocolate girl, for sure. But these are perfect to throw in your hot chocolate too. All right, so now to one of the little shakers, I really wanted like little peppermint pieces or, little, I don't know, just peppermint. So I couldn't find any chopped peppermint, so I'm doing it myself. So I'm just opening all of these peppermints, putting them in a bag, and I'm just going to go at it with my rolling pin. Now, eventually, I actually do take my dad's hammer. My dad is there working on some stuff. I don't know if you can see him in the background, but I do steal his hammer and take it to the floor and just start crushing all these peppermints because I just really wanted, just put like a scoop of peppermint in my hot chocolate. So now I'm going to go ahead and scoop it all out and put it in one of those little shakers. And I'm going to fill it up as much as it'll let me. And then to the other one, I'm going to add these Christmas colored sprinkles. Sorry, my arm is right in the way. I didn't even realize I was, in the way of the camera. Then I did feel that I wanted to dress up these little jars a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and take some ribbon, and I'm just going to hot glue them to the middle of the jar. And I love this ribbon. I got it at, I want to say Michael's last year, but look how sparkly and cute that is. I love that ribbon. And I thought that the ribbon added such a cute little touch. So that is a tip that I have for you. Always have ribbon or little accessories nearby that you can just add that really brings up the look of your display. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add my little jars. Now, you're going to see this actually laid out a little differently in the final reveal, so definitely stay with me. All right, next I have these little coffee cup ornaments from Rae Dunn. And then I got these little candy cane wooden spoons from Hobby Lobby. And so I thought that I would go ahead and add these to those little cups. And I thought that those were so cute. Such a fun touch. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add some little accessories to finish my tier tray up. All right, moving along to the middle, I'm going to add this 'Tis the Season Rae Dunn little platter. And then I'm going to add this cocoa canister, and I have some K-cups that are hot chocolate. I'm going to add that to the middle. And then I have this little container. It says peppermint, so I'm going to go ahead and add some candy canes, although you're going to see I'm going to change that in a second. And then to the other side, I actually have one that says marshmallows. So, of course, I'm going to add some marshmallows to that one. Now moving along to my mug rack, I'm going to hang these 3 Rae Dunn mugs to the top. And then I always add a mug to my Keurig. All right, now I'm going to switch it up. I didn't really like the candy cane sticking out. So what I'm going to do is I actually have these peppermint spoons. So I'm just cutting them down so they'll be individual spoons, but they'll also fit into this little container. And I like that a lot more because then I could actually put the lid on it and it matches the marshmallow. Just a little, you know, I just needed to change it. It just bugged me. Now to the front of my little cocoa bar, I'm going to add this dish towel into one of the cupboards. And then to complete my hot cocoa bar, I'm actually going to hang this sign that I saw at Hobby Lobby. Visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And I thought that was so perfect. And it was the best final touch that this coffee bar needed. So real quick, I just wanted to show you a sneak peek of my kitchen Christmas tree. And yes, I do have a kitchen Christmas tree. So this is actually a little 5-foot flocked tree that I got from Five Below, but it was not pre-lit. So I'm just adding some lights that I got from the Dollar Tree. Now it's not enough lights, so you can see that I'm not wrapping it around the back. And then also it didn't really go all the way down either, but you'll see how I fix that. But I'm just going to go ahead and speed this up and let you watch this. I'm not going to have you watch the whole thing because it took me forever to decorate this tree. I just kept moving stuff around. I didn't like it. You know how it is. It just, out of all the trees that I have in my house, this one was the most challenging. I'm not sure why, but I love the final product. So I'll show you just a little glimpse of my decorating, and then you'll see the final product. So enjoy.
Okay, so that was just a little glimpse into me decorating this kitchen tree. Honestly, I just wanted to get it done. So I eventually turned off the camera and just really focused on making it look really cute. You're going to see the final product in just a little bit. You can see my little assistant there, but after that tree was decorated, my kitchen was complete and it's time for the final reveal. What do you think? So as you can see, I've been a little bit busy moving into our new house, but I definitely made it a goal of mine to decorate it so that way it's just fun and festive, especially for my daughter. And I think we are almost ready for Santa. I have a couple more videos to upload before the big day, so you're definitely going to want to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. And also, please hit that like button because, like I said, it really does help my channel to grow.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that you got a lot of inspiration and ideas to decorate your home for this festive season. And until I see you again, I'll craft and decorate with you soon. Bye!